Dedication, this is anti-hesitation. It's a real celebration. It's a dime block declaration. 59th and 5th Ave, granny house with vanilla wafers. It's the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill, matrix. Red rose in the great pavement. Young black trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated so he get faded. But deep down inside he know you can't fade him. How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity meet preparation? I need some real reparations, or I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. Dedication. Look.
I spent my whole life thinking out the box. Boxing homies 3-on-1, got DP, but I ain't dropped. Chirp on me, here I come. Spin around the block, they blurted on me. Said I ran a stop sign, but that's a lie. I spent my whole life staring at the stage, playing Sega, daddy smoking, mama playing spades, catching vapors. Grandma said I get some Jordans for my grades, that's my baby. When she died, my heart broke 100 ways. I spent my whole life trying to make it, trying to chase it. The cycle of a black man divided, trying to break it. You take a large cry about it, just embrace it. Mine a setback for major comeback, that's my favorite. My L said you do a song with Nip, K-Dot here better. I said here man first, you hear the words out his lips about flourishing from the streets to black businesses. Level 4 y'all living, giving to false imprisonment. Listen close, my it's bigger than deuces and foes, my since elementary we close, my you're straight like that. I give you the game, go back to the turf and give it right back. For generations we've been dealt bad hands with bad plans. Prove your dedication by hopping out Grand Ams. I'm at the premiere, politicking with Top Nip and Snoop. Damn, Pac watching the way we grew from dedication. If it ain't congratulating, it look like hate. If it ain't congratulating, it look like what Nip said. Hold up.
Lah. This ain't entertainment, it's phone slave shit. These soldiers and spirituals I swam against them waves with. Ended up on shore to their amazement. I hope the example I set's not contagious. Lock us behind gates but can't tame us. Used to be stay safe, now stay dangerous. Cause ain't no point playing defense. That's why I dove off the deep end without a life jacket. Couple mil, tour the world, all my life cracking. Cook the books, bring it back so it's no taxes. Royalties, publishing, plus our own masters. I'd be damned if I slave for some. I was mapping this out, I hit the heights backwards. Hopping out the 85 and Reebok classes. Read a couple marathons just to get established. To make it happen, you got to have dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. It's dedication.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. Broken, the school's closed, the prison's open. We ain't got nothing to lose. We rollin', rollin' with some light-skinned girls and some Kelly Rollins. In this white man world, we the ones chosen. More specifically, they can kiss my. I'm an. You got drugs. You sure-minded. Sauce is Napoleon. My furs is Mongolian. My ice brought the goalies and I embody every characteristic of the egotistic. He knows he's so gifted. I just needed time alone with my own thoughts. Got treasures in my mind, but couldn't open up my own vault. My talent, creativity, purity, and honesty is honestly being crowded by these grown thoughts. Reality is catching up with me, taking my inner child. I'm fighting for custody with these responsibilities that they entrusted me. As I look down at my diamond encrusted piece, thinking no one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the powder. Till then, that the world's ours. Austin, Powers, lost in translation with a whole f***ing nation. They say I was the abomination of Obama's nation. Well, that's a pretty bad way to start the conversation. At the end of the day, God, I'm killing this. I know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your I'm on my own. I ain't got a power trip. Who you going home with? How you doing? I'm surviving. I was drinking earlier. Now I'm driving. What a bad, huh? Where you hiding? I got the power, make your life so exciting.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bill, and I don't feel that shit, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. God, how you sold, but still sold down to earth. Just wanna do it, we can do it on their turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the b****s out here holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. Been cooking with the sauce, with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, serious, boy. OVO, man, we really with boy, yeah, really with. So I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bill. Yeah, I'm on some rap to pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes to our program. Please begin making your way to your seats.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness, I just kill cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound the engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, Conviction burners, boosters, burglars, ballers, dead. Redemption scholars, fathers dead. With kids and I wish I was fed. Forgiveness, yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to. Antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, what the f you hurt. And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth from the prophets say. I got loyalty, got royalty inside
This is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the Mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather die than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation, your DNA an abomination. This how this where you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows. I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, freaking through the cameras, eating $4, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to November, watching all the snakes. Curving all the fakes, phone never own. I don't conversate, I don't compromise. I just penetrate, sex, money, murder. These are the breaks, these are the times. Level number 9, look up in the sky. Tennis on the way, sentence on the way, Kenneth on the way. Motherfucker, I got winners on the way. You ain't without a buddy on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to put it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be your fate, gonna be our fate. Peace to the world, let it rotate. Sex, money, murder, our DNA.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow. Just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam. I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect him. I made the call it with just like I'm reffing. I know we left, yeah, now we back together, but I guess that is better now. Later than never, like, what's happening? I'ma need y'all quit asking when. Me and my wife gon' have some kids. Right now we just practicing. Teacher said quit rapping, man. That gon' hurt my average. I said thank God I ain't average. Yeah, I'm a bright young man. Kill the GPA and the BPM. Look, we on. So say what you say, cause that's A with Lecrae. From the A train to the A, I'm coming in hot. I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, our program begins in 1 minute. Now is the time to take your seat.
We are moments away from Clippers history.
When I say, you say, LA, highway, LA, LA, you say, highway, LA, LA. When I say where we at, you say Inglewood, where we at, where we at. When I say LA, you say LA. 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 When I say where we at, you say Inglewood. Where we at? Where we at? Hey. When I say LA, you say LA, LA. Hey, hey. LA.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Intuit Dome, the Mayor of Inglewood, James T. Butts.
Where's our hood? Where's our hood?
You guys, I can't believe this. You know, now we have a smoke machine in Inglewood too. I want to introduce Dion Falk, George Dotson, Alex Padilla, and Elon Morales, the council of the city of Inglewood, without which this couldn't happen. Now I'm going to be brief. January 2016 had a meeting with Steve Ballmer and Dennis Wong at the Ritz-Carlton in the Marina Del Rey. And after that meeting, we all decided we could do business, but we sure didn't know all the things that would fight against us. Everything that Inglewood has done, we've had to fight other interests, and we've had to persevere. And here we are today with a smoke machine. I can't believe the smoke machine. And we're breaking ground on what's going to be the most magnificent basketball arena on planet Earth. You guys, Inglewood has come a long ways in the last 7 years. This is the pinnacle. This is the penultimate. And I'm sitting here with my idol, Jerry West. That I used to watch play at the Forum with Wilt Chamberlain and Elgin Baylor. You guys, I just, words escape me for the magnitude of what this accomplishment means to the city of Inglewood. And in closing, I want to thank Paul George. I had a cardiac incident on March 8th, and he sent me one of his shoes. It was probably Gillian that did it, but with flowers in it. But I want to tell you, I got in such good shape. If you send me the other shoe, I could try out for the team. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you. I want to bring up former Laker, best coach in the NBA, Tyrone Lou.
You know who? You know who? Hey, thank you very much, Clipper Darrell. Just after being a Laker for so many years, and like I said, the great Jerry West, you know, drafted me in 1998 and have an opportunity to play here in Inglewood. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, the atmosphere, the fans that we had, it was just unbelievable. And I never thought I'd be teaming up with Clipper Darrell after those years. But I just want to say I'm just happy to be here, blessed to be here and a part of this organization. And, Mr. Ballmer has shown that he's willing to do anything for our community, for our team, our fans, and putting this new arena together has been amazing. And so I'm just happy to be a part of that. As you look around, our players, everyone's here, everyone's in the building, everyone's excited about this opportunity. And I just want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart, Mr. Ballmer, for giving me this opportunity to lead this team and this organization. And we got a lot of work to do with the new arena being built, but we also got a lot of work to do at our home we're in right now. But for having our own space and our own place, we're very excited. So thank you very much to the city of Inglewood.
Clipper Nation, please welcome to the Intuit Dome, Clippers President of Business Operations, Gillian Zucker.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us here today in Inglewood at the corner of Century and Prairie. Today, a construction site, but tomorrow, a global destination for basketball fans, music lovers, and anyone who's ever been moved to stand with 18,000 voices that echo as one. They're going to be that loud, too. There are spectacular sports and music venues around the world, many of which we've toured and studied over 7 years of careful planning. But there has never been one like the Intuit Dome that is about to ascend on this corner. We live in the heart of America's entertainment capital. This building will transform the way we come together as neighbors and cheer. It's as original, as innovative, and as intense as the man who created it. A man you normally see in his baseline seats, pumping his fists with such frenzy that he sweats through one button-down shirt and busts his elbow through the fabric of another. Steve Ballmer is a visionary. But at his core, he's also not so different from the superfan who lives down the block threatening noise restrictions from his man cave after a fourth quarter fast break. Imagine if such a superfan had the license and the resources to construct the home court of his dreams, then gift it to his favorite team and his fellow fans. What would he dream? What would he build? Would he start with a wall of sound 51 rows high, no clubs or luxury boxes to interrupt the cascade of noise? Or a revolutionary two-sided halo scoreboard with a full acre of LED lighting that encircles the top of the bowl like a Technicolor crown? Would he widen seats and extend leg room so fans never want to leave while keeping the bowl tight, the sightlines clear, the acoustics clean? Would he make it possible for food runs and bathroom breaks to last no longer than a timeout, so you can grab a drink at the concession stand as if it's in the fridge at home? And would he surround his baller's paradise with an 80,000 square foot outdoor plaza where kids can play pickup games on their own regulation full court while watching their heroes on a massive screen that stretches key to key? These are just a few of the dreams our superfan is bringing to fruition, betting that what he wants in a home away from home is no different than what you'd want. I've been looking forward to this day since my job interview in 2014, when I asked Steve if he was thinking about building a new arena. We're never building a new arena, he said, so if that's why you're interested in the job, don't be. 6 months later, we're driving around LA for hours on end looking at vacant lots. I think Dennis gave him a shove. Whenever the architects asked about stopping for lunch, Steve would tell them, sure, only 4 more sites and then we'll grab a quick snack. He asked to tour the best arenas in the world, but it's not that easy. There is no best. The best for fans is different than the best for players, which is different for the best for sponsors, and so on. We visited the best in each category. When we walked into Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, he said, "What are we doing here? This is a football stadium." And then he proceeded up to the top deck, outfitted like a private club with its wide concourses and designated access, the gold standard for upper-level seating, and he knew exactly why we were there. He needed to see the best asset of every venue before conceiving the best of them all. From the beginning, this project was personal. Each month, our planning group would gather in our downtown office, and Steve would not miss a meeting. He challenged us to reimagine what a sports and entertainment venue could be, not simply a place where you watch the game or the concert, but a place you participate in the action, in the show. He demanded to experience the arena through every viewpoint. The 7-foot center in the practice facility who requires a lap pool far deeper than I would. The 7-year-old girl in the upper bowl trying to see over the adult in front of her. The executive in the courtside seat, inspired to scream his head off in a way he never has before. There is nothing like watching the Clippers with Steve. You can't help but feel the joy he feels. It emanates from him after every Kawhi dunk and Paul 3. The purpose of this property is to make everybody who steps inside feel that same rush. It's for the fan, by the fan. Of course, we'll have clubs and lounges, some of the finest in LA, but not within the bowl. Steve actually joked about inserting spikes in the upholstery in the suites to poke through the cushions at tip-off. He scattered 199 game clocks throughout the building, each one a blazing red reminder to hurry up and get back in your seat. He chose those seats himself. When we were finalizing tread depths and riser heights, we constructed a temporary grandstand on top of a parking structure just a block or so from here, so we could try out the different seat widths and backs. Steve selected bystanders of all shapes and sizes to test the seats, and then he quizzed them on their comfort level. He wanted the biggest arena seats ever made, but not so big they sacrificed sight lines or acoustics. He refused to compromise. Last spring, we played Utah in the playoffs, and Steve loves Vivint Arena in Salt Lake City. He appreciates the intimacy of the bowl and the way fans feel like they're on top of the court. He leaned over during game 1 and asked, "How does our bowl compare to Utah's again?" I reminded him, we've done this exercise 10 times already, but I immediately dashed off a quick email to the design team, knowing we will probably do it 10 times more. Why? We owe our best to this team, this fan base, and this community. We would not be here today without the citizens of Inglewood. We are grateful and proud to be your neighbors. When we were driving aimlessly around LA 6 years ago, Steve gravitated to Inglewood, in large part because of the opportunities it offered to make a difference. He asked us to identify the most comprehensive community benefits package ever awarded in conjunction with an arena or stadium. Then he multiplied it by 5. Steve made his mark in tech, as you know, but over the years, I've noticed a central contradiction about him. He hates when people are on their phones in community settings. I've learned to hide mine in meetings. He wants you present. One of the reasons he is so passionate about sports and music is that they offer an escape from the digital world. In the office, he disdains paper, but at the game, he craves a freshly printed box score to peruse with whoever happens to be in his vicinity, marveling at Zoo's rebounding totals or Terrence's steals. He's not there to socialize and check his email. He's there to cheer and sweat and burn through a couple dress shirts if need be. If you're a fan, you've experienced at some point in your life what Steve experiences 82 nights a year. The total loss of inhibition that comes from being thoroughly engrossed in a competition or performance, and the collective joy that comes from sharing that loss of inhibition with thousands of others. When we're in the right place, with the right atmosphere, the right seat, the right sound, the right view, we are all Steve Ballmer. Welcome to that place.
Home is LA, Palmdale, Mobile, the city, the beach, the playgrounds, the skate parks, the hot spots, the taco trucks, and the Intuit Dome. LA's newest landmark and freshest theater, where we work and we play.
This building is shaking right now.
Where we open our eyes to a halo scoreboard with an acre of lights, balls cover their ears to a wall of sound with God knows how many decibels. This is no hockey arena. It's where basketball is played and watched on 5 different courts. Where concerts are sung and heard with perfect pitch. It's for the ballers.
Reggie for the lead.
The hit makers. And most important, the fans. Find your seat, let loose, and scream your head off with 18,000 of your closest friends for your favorite team, which I better be the Clips. Like you're at home, because you are. Welcome to the Intuit Dome.
Clipper Nation, make some noise! Clipper Nation, the chairman of our Clippers, Steve Ballmer!
I know my speech is already going to run over, so I got to cut that out quickly. It's a real honor and privilege to have a chance to be here with you today. Since I purchased the Clips, we've celebrated many landmarks. Big wins, big playoff wins, big playoff wins. Big free agent signings, big trades, big draft picks, and they've all led us here to this vacant lot that we're about to transform to the singular best place for fans and players throughout the world. Gillian's right. In 2014, I did not imagine we'd be standing here in 2021. I assumed we'd be playing where we play today for a very long time. Then I had a chance to talk with fans, to hear their stories. I literally went around, not during the games, and sat in many of the seats in the building. I attended a whole lot of 12:30 p.m. games. Worried about that. I attended a whole lot of 12:30 p.m. games with sleep-deprived players rubbing bleary eyes in timeouts. Don't like those 12:30 p.m. games on Saturdays, and believe me, our own building, we don't have to play as many. With a push from my partner, Dennis Wong. Dennis knows the real estate business, joined me in the Clippers in 2016. I've been saying, no, we're not going to build an arena. We knew we needed a new home, and Dennis said, come on, we can do this. Let's go build our own building. I've known Dennis since we were in college, and I got to tell you, he's always full of, come on, Ballmer, we can do this. Let's do it. And we wanted to build a home that is of our own, that sets a standard for us. We don't play anybody's shadow. We want to redefine how sports is watched, how we listen to music, how we cheer for our favorite performers. A home, frankly, that is uniquely intense, where we're not just close to the action, but we're going to ask our fans to participate. Your energy, we learned this in the bubble, your energy is valuable to our guys. PG talked about that with me some after we got done in the bubble. You can drive the support of the team and frankly also the bands that we love. We want this to be a home where you never want to leave. Not after the last buzzer, not after the last encore. We might have to kick you out then at some point, but we want you comfortable, engaged, and alive. Welcome home. Welcome to Inglewood. welcome to the Intuit Dome. I first want to thank the citizens and community leaders here in Inglewood who made this day and this project possible. You don't know the number of meetings. You don't know the number of proposals that needed to be read. You don't know the number of reviews that needed to be studied. It was a long, hard haul. And without your support, we would not be here. We are honored to be your neighbor and your partners. Mayor Butts. Boy, have we been through it. Members of the Inglewood City Council are here today. George Dotson, Dion Falk, Eloy Morales, and Alex Padilla. Thank you. We've got folks here from state government, Senator Holden, Senator Comlager, Senator Bradford, Stephen Bradford. Oh, by the way, somehow we got into calling each other Stevie B. Thank all of you for your support. Appreciate it. Third, I want to thank our players. For anybody who's not been to a Clipper game, that guy's for real. I want to thank our coaches, our staff, our fans, everybody who identifies with a group of people who are relentlessly driven to improve and excel. That's who the Clippers are. That's who we strive to be every day. Our guys are working to get better. When you're creating an arena, you face a lot of obstacles and you don't know how you're going to get through those. We drew inspiration from the resilience and persistence of our team. You all, fans and players together, you deserve the ultimate home court. Doesn't feel like home court sometimes in our building today, but you're going to have it. You're going to have it here in Inglewood. Absolutely. I got to say right now, though, I feel a little bit like a kid on Christmas. You see that big present, it's sitting there. You know it's not time to open it yet. So what do you start doing? You rip the paper, you look inside. The only problem we have right now is it's 3 years before we get a chance to open the damn thing. But let's all share today just that little peek inside the box. I'm patient, frankly, but I'm not patient enough. 6 years, another 3, but we'll give you a little sneak peek of what's inside. When you walk into the Intuit Dome, and you're going to see some pictures here. Go back. Don't rush me here. When you walk into the Intuit Dome for the first time in October of 2024, through the huge glass doors, into the lobby, onto the triple wide escalators, you're going to be greeted by the most raucous and rollicking bowl in the NBA, for sure. You're going to look up. You know how you're conditioned when you look up to crane your neck, to peer around a big old blocky, center-hung, suspended scoreboard, unseemly wires obstructing views? Not at Intuit Dome. A two-sided, oval-shaped halo scoreboard, first in basketball, will encircle the top of the bowl, gleaming with 44,000 square feet of 4K LED lights. Now, how much is 44,000 feet? It's an acre of scoreboard. The typical NBA scoreboard is maybe 7, 8, 9,000. Because we want to show more of the game, more of the stats, more of everything that you're going to see. Now, Ty, I got to tell you, all that analytics stuff that people talk about all the time, we're going to be popping a lot of that up on the scoreboard so the fans understand and can enjoy the game in some of the same ways that the pros can. So that's going to be a lot of fun for us. You should be looking down, no binoculars. Some places it feels like you need binoculars. You're not going to need them here. In a hockey arena, a lot of people play in hockey arenas, the stands slope gently upward because a rink is wider than a court. Kawhi can feel miles away. We're in that situation. Because Intuit Dome is exclusively for basketball and concerts, the slope can be much more steep. The sight line's clear. The bowl more intense. The more bowl intimate. Maybe the most accurate way to represent actual distance is talk about the distance from a seat to the floor, just straight at it, diagonal measurement. Today, if you have a seat in the 20th row, well, tomorrow when you have a seat in the 20th row, you will be 45 feet closer, almost half a court closer to the action than you are today on the baseline, 20th row seat at Staples. It's really quite remarkable. So instead of being way back here, you can be way up here. We really push to get you as close to the action as possible. Now, I got to say, one of the things that was an eye-opener, we went for the jersey retirement. All of us went for the jersey retirement for Kawhi at San Diego State. I love the gym at San Diego State. Probably the most fun gym I've ever been in. Now, there's no legroom, none. There's no suites, none. But the atmosphere was raucous beyond belief and just vertical as heck. I love that place. I know they're remodeling it, but I love the place. We're not going to do exactly that, but it was inspirational to try to really get the energy, the passion, the enthusiasm right there. We agonized over trade-offs, and we think you're going to love where we wound up. We hope so. No matter where you sit, you're going to feel like you're hovering over the floor of the stage. You're going to feel like our team is so close that when they reach for a steal, they might even slap you in the face. Now, can you hear that? Listen for a second. Just listen. Ah, that interminable roar you hear is something we call the wall. The wall. 51 consecutive rows, right from the baseline up to the top of the building. 51 consecutive rows. No suites, no section breaks, just looming above the visitor's bench, bringing the energy, bringing the noise. Hopefully you can't even hear if you're the visitors. You can hear on our side. In the middle of the wall, we have a standing room only section, kind of like they do at soccer, for the most passionate Clipper fans. That's a technique. We hope the wall is an architectural marvel, almost as recognizable or more as the Green Monster in Fenway Park. A fan haven where those supporters in the middle are as rowdy as the student section at Cameron Arena at Duke. We brought in acoustical experts armed with sound reflection diagrams to help us really bring the noise. One thing we learned, luxury boxes, restaurants, lounges, places that you can socialize and relax, they muffle the noise. It's a big debate now in the design of arenas. Millennials, they want to socialize, la la la. Not really as much in the Intuit Dome. We want you in your seat making noise. So instead of 3 levels of adequate luxury boxes in the bowl, we have 1 level of extraordinary suites with a new product we call bungalow suites that are down below the court, and a one-of-a-kind cabana suite. So literally, in the third row right behind where I sit. It's going to look exactly like you're in an arena, but there's a little cabana tucked underneath, just right under there, so that we can even have people that close. And it doesn't break up the bowl. It's not going to muffle the sound. We went through that 20 times. We will have fine restaurants, clubs, but they're scattered throughout the venue, and they're not in the bowl. The bowl is for one reason and one reason alone, and that's for the game, for the show, for the ah. That's the purpose. That's why we're here. We're here to cheer. We're here to win. That's why we're here. At the Intuit Dome, you're not going to be a spectator. You need to be a participant. Your job is to help our guys. We've gone to unprecedented lengths to get you in the bowl, but then the next challenge is to keep you there. Start with your seat. We have more space and leg room to stretch out no matter what row you're sitting in or what price you paid. Upper bowl, lower pro, we're giving you more leg room than anybody has in the NBA, more than any other arena. You get that extra 2 inches, people can actually get by without you having to do all of this crap up in the seats. Besides your couch, this is going to be the most comfortable place you'll ever watch a basketball game. Now, we still want you standing up, but we know you'll sit down every now and then. We hope you're not going to leave, as I said, till we kick you out. There is one problem, though, when you're screaming and stomping. What's the other thing that can take you away from the game? You get hungry. You get hungry. Okay, so we've created concession stands that are more like your personal kitchen. Walk in, grab whatever looks good, walk out. You can leave your wallet at home. You don't need your wallet to buy food. You're not going to need a cashier, anybody to check you out. Technology willing, every transaction will be completely frictionless. We'll use technology for that purpose, so that when we're up 2 and we're battling against the Warriors and you're thirsty, we want you to be able to get back in your seat by the end of that timeout. There is another problem. Let's say you had 3 drinks at the game. Not you, Tom, but looking at you. But let's say you had 3 drinks when you're at the game. What's the next thing that happens? Bathrooms! You're going to have to go to the bathrooms. Yeah, that's a problem, because the thing I hate most in life is arenas where you got to wait in the bathroom line. We've all missed a key play or a song because we're waiting in line. I don't want to wait in lines for the damn bathroom. I'm not ashamed to admit, actually, I've become a real obsessive about toilets. Toilets, toilets, toilets. What do they look like? How do they get deployed? The architects keep getting on me. You're supposed to call them fixtures instead of toilets, but it's the same thing. Now, if you go in the upper bowl in Utah, I know what you guys think. I think Utah's pretty noisy, and we had a chance to play there. So I kind of like Utah. But if you go in their upper bowl, they have a ratio where you get 79 people per bathroom fixture. Pretty good, pretty efficient. In our place, we're only going to have 27 people per fixture. Much more efficient. Big deal? Well, it is a big deal with the games tied in the 4th quarter. There's no question about that. Nature calls, we need you back in. Trust me on that. Our engineers actually, we have this little model that shows dots. People running, or not running, walking from their chair to the bathroom, grab some food, get back in their seats. And we timed and modeled how many minutes it's going to take for that to happen with a sellout crowd, not an empty building. And what we found in there is we can get you in and out, and you're not even going to have to hustle around like our guys do, like Terrence does, like Harry would, like Paul would, and Kawhi. You don't have to hustle. You walk, you take care of your business, you come back, and you do it in a timeout. We think we've got that. You never know till it's real, but I can tell you, The architect said, we're putting in a whole lot more toilets than anybody else in the NBA. I think the magic number is 1,500. We'll have 1,500 fixtures. Toilets for men, that could be something else. The comforts, the innovations, and the technical advancements in the building all exist for the same purpose, like I said, in enhancing our connection to basketball and deepening our appreciation of it. Inglewood has been quite a place for grassroots basketball over the years, and we want to honor that where we can every place in the stadium. If you want to really appreciate basketball, in my opinion, it starts with high school basketball. So we will have a jersey up from every high school team in the state of California, hanging on the walls in the Intuit Dome. I love high school basketball. In fact, I still go to high school basketball games at home. Pretty good guy coming out of Seattle next year. Could be the #1 pick. Anyway, fun to watch. We'll use reclaimed wood from local courts to really make the place feel like a basketball building. Even the elliptical roof, see that roof? That's designed to look like a basketball going through a net. Maybe like a PG three-pointer late in the game. You know, these are small things. When you're flying into LAX, you'll be able to see it. Will people know it's a hoop? I don't know. But I'm proud to know that we made it look like a hoop, all the details. Besides the main court in the bowl and 2 others in our practice facility, which is built into the arena. So everything's together. We're going to have another court actually in the arena. Not outside someplace, but another court in the building. I saw sort of a glimpse of this when we were at University of Oregon, another one when we were in Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indiana. And I said, that's a cool idea. But how do we make it come alive? How do we let fans have games before our games and really have a lot of fun? How do we do that? We can do it. How do we allow the community to come on in and play games? We actually have a door separate from everything else so we can have folks in the building even when we're not playing. And we're going to try to run some 3-on-3 tournaments and the like. We think that's really important. Outside, we have our 80,000 square foot plaza. It has yet another 94-foot full court. And if folks are inspired to choose sides, join pickup games, you can do it. Or you can just sit in the plaza and watch what's going on the court on a massive screen that stretches key to key. I kind of have a vision that, you know, as we'll have some championships before then. But when we're in the Intuit Dome and we're celebrating our championship, we're going to do it right here in the arena. The plaza is a gorgeous community square, bordered by what we call the Roman steps. There's a fountain in Italy with nice steps in front of it, so we like to call it the Roman steps. We've got a restaurant, a team store, a couple of lounges, and you know, we see it as a nightly outdoor festival, if you will, that we want to conduct in that plaza. The centerpiece, though, of that is the court. And I'm a fan of basketball. There you go, Paul's daughter. I'm a fan of basketball at every level, but there's a lot more to this project than basketball. We're not here just to play games. We're here to help lift generations. And as we were deploying designers and architects, we asked the mayor, what else is important here in Inglewood? I got to tell you, he wanted the arena, but he said the arena might not even be the top of the list, honestly. Affordable housing was. That was the immediate priority, and that became our priority. Of the $100 million we're going to invest in Inglewood, $80 million of that will go to affordable housing. of which $75 million goes into a nonprofit loan fund that can help buy and preserve and develop affordable housing in the area. Donating is one thing, but we want to make sure we're making a contribution in a way that will improve the lives of residents. To do that, we're also funding Inglewood-based workforce outreach programs, job training programs, educational programs, rehabilitation of the library and community center. Mayor said, come on in, you got to see our library. Okay, that was a setup for the rehab. I'm gonna go, Mayor. There'll be 7,000 union construction jobs to build the building. We've committed that 30% of those will be here from the area, and there'll be another 1,500 permanent jobs working in the building and around the building, and at least 35% of those will be from this area, will be local. I'm looking down front. I know I'm way over my time, but there's nobody giving me the flash, so I'm going to keep going. My family is pretty passionate about the environment and environmental sustainability, and kind of pushed me for extensive environmental studies. What can we do with Intuit Dome to be good for the environment? We brought in leading experts, environmental science, who showed us how with an extra, I don't know, 35, 40, 50 million beyond what we needed to spend, we could make this the most sustainable arena in the world. Of course, it's LEED Platinum certified, naturally ventilated, fully electric, with no new net greenhouse gas emissions. Now, I want to tell all of you the good news. Bad news and good news, but it's mostly good news. In order to be environmentally great, you've got to get rid of gas cooking. I'll bet most of you have gas in your ranges and ovens at home. No gas, had to go electric. But, and here's the excellent news, we're going to be able to make a hot dog just as good as Pink's at our place with our electric cooker. Solar roof, 9 megawatts of battery power. We can actually run, I think, just about 2.5 hours in a blackout, about enough time to put on a basketball game or a concert, even in the event of a blackout. Now, if there's a real blackout, I'm not sure the safety precautions will want that, but we're right there, baby, ready to roll. There's going to be a lot more to say about the environmental work here in a few weeks. Now, I don't usually get this excited in the month of September. The season doesn't start for another 34 days. But I'm here for the tip-off of this building that we've worked on and waited for a long time to see. Almost 6 years of drawings and diagrams of studies and specs, years of little plastic models with seats that weren't quite wide enough. Why? I mean, might not surprise you, I kind of wanted wide seats. If you take a look up here, I was a wide seat guy. Sight lines that weren't quite tight enough. We had a short person sit in the seat to make sure they could see over the person in front of them. The design, the redesign, the redesigns of the redesign. We just wanted to make sure that every corner, every crevice, every broom closet meets the standard of our team, our fans, and the favorite acts. What they deserve is what we wanted to give them. A project of this magnitude requires dedicated partners and unapologetic perfectionists. I want to thank a number of the folks who are here today. Wilson Meany, our developers on this project, Chris Meany. AECOM, our design firm. I learned today that there were 350,000 hours that have gone into the design of the building so far. I felt a little bad that we worked them so hard, but not that bad. AECOM, Hunt, and the joint venture with Turner Construction. You see their trucks all around. They're building the building. legends, our construction manager, and there's many, many more. And of course, my partner Dennis, thank you again. I remember that day Gillian referenced, we were sitting out in the parking lot on these, makeshift grandstand testing seats. And we said, yeah, we could go an inch wider even. But how does that affect the view of the court, the tightness of the bowl? We wrestled each and every one of those decisions. The process was painstaking because we got to get it right. Now, we won't know for sure until the building's over, but man, it won't be because we didn't work this problem. We think the result will be a breathtaking basketball destination without equal and a first-class concert venue. I like to think about it as a basketball palazzo, an homage to the game of basketball. It's not the Hall of Fame, but with as many championships as we're going to win here, it'll be better than the Hall of Fame. I could keep you here pretty much all day, which I think I probably already have, with all these pretty renderings. But an arena is going to have to be experienced. It has to be felt. There's no model that's going to really capture the vibe of the Intuit Dome. And that's where we'll really distinguish ourselves. Because our greatest investment will be in the atmosphere in this building. We're setting a communal table for our fans to come together and find their most energized selves. When 18,000 people share the same transformative experience, the building comes alive. And we're spring-loading this ground with that life. Fast forward again, it's October 2024. You walk out now with the huge glass doors to this building. You're a little hoarse. Maybe you're a little, or maybe you're a lot sweaty. You're with your friend or your spouse, your parent or your child. What will you say? I've never been somewhere like that before. I can't wait to go back. When we started discussions with potential naming rights partners, we were looking for one that really shares our pursuit of innovation, as well as our commitment to rigorous customer, fan, and community, just that focus that you need. And there's no better match than Intuit. I've admired Intuit for many years for their relentless customer focus. Heck, I'll tell you, it's not really a secret, but it's old news. We even tried to buy Intuit when I was at Microsoft. Government got in the way, but we tried really hard. And I'm thrilled to introduce Sasan Goodrazi, CEO of Intuit. Oh, we got a presentation.
Oh, look at that. Clipper Nation, let me hear from you. Clipper Nation. It is a real honor for us to be part of this partnership. And I'll tell you, for us, this is not just about having our name on a dome. We truly fell in love with Steve and the Clipper organization because three things mattered, and I think this just came out in his talk. One, the Clipper organization, starting with Steve, is so fan-obsessed. And you heard that over and over again in what Steve just went through. The second is they are so technology forward. I mean, where can you walk into a dome, get what you want, buy what you want, walk back to your seat, and never have to pull out your wallet. And where can you go use a fixture? That's what I'm going to start saying. Fixture, not a toilet, and be back in your seat in less than 20 seconds. And then last but not least is the commitment to the community, which for us is critically important. So those are the 3 reasons why we fell in love with Steve, with the Clipper organization, and for us it's a real pleasure to have our name on the dome and celebrate it when you win an NBA championship in the Clipper Stadium. Thank you.
Clipper Nation, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. It's time. Get those shovels, cameras, and cell phones ready.
He's bringing the mic.
Oh, he's bringing, this guy needs a mic. Here, use my mic.
So listen, you guys, all I ever hear is about, well, it's LA this and LA that. Okay, understand this. Inglewood is the capital of Clipper Nation. Inglewood is the sports entertainment capital of the United States. And so that's that. Thank you, Steve.
Let's get digging, Mayor. You guys ready?
We break ground on the Intuit Dome in 10, 9, 8.
Just flip it over. One photo up.
Clipper Nation, do me a favor, stay close. We have another surprise for you in moments. Clipper Nation, do me a favor. I want you guys to make some noise for yourself. Make some noise! We need everyone to please take their seats. Clipper Nation, put your hands together for Fitz and the Tantrums.
drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life, every good night you're a high one to hold. Cause you don't even know. Come on! I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Me to believe you could hold me down. Cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out. And when we wait, we be the only sound. Get on my knees and keep praising God. And I can make your hands clap. My fish is searching for your wisdom, best don't ever deny. I'm like a stranger, give me danger, all you wrongs and you right. Secrets on Broadway to the freeway, you're a keeper of crime. Legal conviction, grapes of wrath could only sweeten your wine. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Me to believe you could hold me down. Cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out.
Thank you to everyone once again for attending today's event. We cannot wait to see you back here at the Intuit Dome in 2024. Have a great weekend.